ladies, and welcome to the Beauty Shaman. So today I want to answer a question that many of you have come to me with, and that is what to do about droopy eyes. So mostly when our eyes droop, it's in sort of the outer edges up until like here. It's kind of like hooded lids, but it droops a bit more. And I've noticed like one eye can droop and one eye not droop. Like, we get, as we age, things start kind of, having more character, right? And I love that. I love character. I love flaws, you guys. I am totally not the woman that's like, let's make everything look like a Barbie doll. I do not feel that way. I feel like, individualistic, not individualistic, but be an individual. Be who you are. Love who you are. Own who you are. Speak your truth, loosen up your throat. Be real, right? I'm super into that, okay? I am not the makeup artist who's going to try to create you into like some sort of cookie cutter image of what a really great older woman is meant to look like, which is BS in my book, right? So in any case, I'm going to talk today about just lifting up that lid though, or lifting up the droopy eyes. Some techniques that I use when I make people up that maybe you'll find helpful. I mean, as you can see, I already have the majority of my makeup on. I've got a little bit on my eyes, which I'm going to touch up and show you what I did. But basically, I'm going to help my eyes to lift them, and you'll see the lift, okay? So before we get started, please visit my website at thebeautyshaman.com to shop at my store. And also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell at the corner left-hand side here so that you're updated every time I upload a video. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you're trying to lift your eyes is the way you want to think about this is I want all of the attention to go north, right? So it's kind of like during COVID, I overate and everything went south, right? So we're trying to go north, everything up, right? We want to lift our boobs, we want to lift our booty, like everything go up. So how do you make this go up? Well, one of the tricks I have is don't put a lot underneath then. Or if you do, very, very, very sheer, just a tiny bit, kind of like what I have here. We're not doing a whole lot because that'll bring your eyes down. We want the attention to go north. The other way to make it go north is to do a lot of concealer. So my favorite concealer is, for the moment, like I go through concealers, I always try new things. This is called Amazing Concealer. Really love this. Really works well because if you have a very dark circles through here, it's going to draw the attention down. So if you put really good concealer and then maybe some highlight on top, my favorite highlighter here is the Touche Éclat by Yves Saint Laurent. I love this. Really helps to bounce the light and lift so that the attention isn't down here. Many of you just try to lift the hooded lid, but don't pay attention to the rest of the area around your eye. So as an artist, I'm always looking at how can I conceal and highlight other areas in order to bring the attention away from a certain area. We can do that with our bodies too, right? The more you wear broader shoulder jackets, the more slimmer it makes you look. It's optical illusions, right? This is kind of what we're going for here. So having said that, we're going to bring the attention north. So to do that, okay, I have a little bit of a lid color on. It's just like kind of a little bit iridescent-y because I love a little iridescent, and I basically just put it on as a wash, okay? And then I took kind of a very light mauve color and put it in my crease. That's all I've done, okay? And I also have a little bit of color on my waterline, which is a great trick. I took this Fenty color, it's kind of a plum, and just put it underneath my eyeliner like that, my eyeline. It's called the waterline. Helps your eyes to just sort of lift, brings the attention north. Again, not south. We're not putting it under here. We're not going under here. I just have a little tiny bit of a purple shadow under there. That's all that is. Okay, so having said that, I'm going to take this brush right here, okay, and I'm going to make my eye. I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to show you the difference when I make that go north. Okay, so the palette I'm going to use is a Jane Iredale Naturally Matte. So these are all matte colors because I already have a little iridescent here. If I want more, this is an iridescent, which is lovely to toss a little bit on top if you want a little bit of iridescent. In any case, I'm going to use this rosy color right here to help lift my droopy eye. Well, to show you how to lift a droopy eye. So I'm going to use a crease brush. So this has a lovely, very soft tip on it. I love this because it's nice and soft. So it's not going to put an enormous amount of color. It's going to be a little bit gentler. And I'm going to brush that in there, kind of coat it. And then I like to tap it a little bit just to get rid of the excess because I don't want to put it on and suddenly I've got like a goop amount of makeup, okay? Do this and we're gonna go right up in here, okay? Now, one of the things I've noticed a lot of you do, and I do a lot of lessons, so if you're looking for a lesson, just go to my website. I do a lot of coaching, is, you know, we kind of just are used to this thing where we go like this, right? And we get this wing. Now it's interesting because the winged eyeshadow look and eyeliner is totally in. It doesn't always work on older eyes, especially if you have droopy eyes. It can make your eyes look more droopy. So I don't recommend that. I would say if your eyes are drooping through here and over here, is to take a color like that, or we're going to put it right here, right above my iris, and we're going to pull it up. Now I'm going to do quite a bit here for effect. See how I'm doing that? I'm doing like a V up. But look at what that did. Do you see the illusion? Made it lift. And I'm not using a super dark color. This is just a rose to go along with, I have a rose top and a little bit of rose lipstick. And then I'm going to take that same color and I'm going to just go back and forth right here. So I'm not winging it. I'm not bringing this out at all. I'm going right here and I'm blending it. And I'm not going to put a lot in here. So this kind of goes against many of you, and me included. I get lazy, right? I'm just like, you know, I don't want to think about it too much. But you kind of got to slow down when you do this. Take your time, be deliberate, okay? So we're going to go up here, little tiny bit through here, and especially on this outer corner, so that the attention goes this way, like a V. Do you see that? Now I need to blend this, but you get the idea. Notice I'm taking this inward. See? I'm not going out because, again, I don't want to wing it here. And you can use your finger. But look at the difference that made. Isn't that incredible? The difference between the two eyes. It just gave it that lift. So continuing on with this idea, I'm going to take this dark brown. This is a nice palette. This palette goes with for many of you. It also has a wonderful gray in here that I totally love this. If you have gray hair, it's a great palette. All right, I'm going to dip this into using a slanted brush. This is a Moda brush. It's called Moda, the brand. I call it my disco brush because it's so bright, but it's slanted. And I'm going to lift my eye up. So I'm going to use this between my lashes and I'm going to take it more towards the outer edge. But I'm not going to wing it this way because, again, we're not trying to pull it that way. But what we're trying to do is add density around my eye line and mostly to that this upper part right there. I have to pull my eye a little or I can't see. I've had one of you keeps yelling at me like, stop doing that. I'm sorry. I can't see. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but periodically I just can't. I have to pull to see what I'm doing. If you have that problem, right down below, join me in pulling your eye. Okay. So I'm just kind of working with it. See, I'm just making that soft, but it has a lovely lift to it. And see how much that lifted my eye up and gave it more, maybe pop is the word, but it's all condensed into going up, right? So another thing I would say is if you want an even more specific, depending on how droopy your eye is we can go back to this lovely crease brush here and you can dip it in the dark brown right there. Tap it just to get rid of the excess. And again, go right here. And this is just going to add that little edge more. And you can build on this until you feel satisfied. But look, that did even more. And if you have dark skin, you can use really dark colors like dark plums, very rich, dark charcoal or black even, depending on how dark your skin is. It's all about giving that right there, letting that be that uppermost point. And then you want to go back and just blend it all in. So I just take a brush, clean it off, any brush. That's, oh my gosh, what is that? I'd gotten a little bit of lipstick on this brush and I put it on and I got lipstick on my eye. So I'm just going to run this over the top and just blend it in a little bit, just so it looks a little bit more even. But look at how much more lifted that eye is. So I hope this has been helpful. This is my little short tutorial on giving your eyes a lift. So yes, hooded lids, but more than anything else, it's a little bit droopy. So I hope you found this helpful. Please write down below, and don't walk around all day long with one eye done and one eye not done. It doesn't look good. Have a great day.